Cowboys Nation witnessed something we've been waiting for all season. Not hope, not flashes, not excuses, but a complete, dominant, statement performance that felt like the first real turning point of the year. Dallas stepped into Monday Night Football with pressure on their backs, criticism in their ears, and questions swirling about whether this team still had the fire to fight. And they walked out with a 33-16 victory that wasn't just a win, it was a message to the NFL. Let's start exactly where this game flipped, the defense. For weeks, fans have been asking what this unit would look like once the reinforcements finally arrived. How would the front seven change with Quinnen Williams anchoring the interior? Could DaRon Bland recapture the identity of an aggressive playmaking secondary? And could this defense, after struggling for so long, finally look like a group capable of carrying its share of the weight? Against the Raiders, we got our answer, and it was emphatic. Quinnen Williams made his Cowboys debut with the kind of impact you expect from a star who was brought in to change the culture of the defensive line. He didn't just show up on the stat sheet, he changed the math for the Raiders' offense. He collapsed the pocket, he forced quick throws, he redirected running lanes, and he brought an attitude that radiated through the entire front. For the first time in weeks, the opposing offense didn't look comfortable. They didn't look confident. They looked overwhelmed. And right behind him, DaRon Bland played exactly like the shutdown defender Cowboys fans believe he can be. His movement was crisp, his recognition sharp, his confidence obvious. This wasn't just coverage, this was control. When you hold an NFL offense to 3 of 12 on third down, when you allow only 6 yards per rush to a team that had been searching for its rhythm, that isn't luck, that's discipline, that's structure, that's a defensive identity taking shape. 4 sacks, multiple pressures, a defense that closed space, shut down the perimeter, and refused to let the Raiders breathe. For the first time in a long time, the Cowboys played a complete defensive game from start to finish. But it wasn't only the defense. The offense finally looked like the balanced, explosive, confident machine this team is built to be. Dak Prescott stayed composed, in rhythm, in control. The passes were crisp, the timing efficient, and the connection with the receivers sharp. And for all the talk of whether the Cowboys could sustain drives or finish in the red zone, they answered that tonight. They executed, they dominated possession, they dictated tempo. This, right here, is what a complete team performance looks like. And you could feel the momentum shift. You could feel the weight lifting off this locker room. You could feel what happens when the defensive front gets pressure consistently, when the secondary closes the windows, when the offense doesn't have to play from behind and chase the scoreboard. This was complementary football. This was balance. This was Dallas playing the game on their terms. You also saw something else tonight, the blueprint of what the Cowboys need to be moving forward. You saw a defensive interior that no longer gets pushed back. You saw a pass rush that actually finishes plays. You saw a secondary that doesn't panic. And once this front starts getting even more reps together, once Quinnen Williams gets fully embedded into Dan Quinn's system, and once the rotations tighten up, this defense can grow into a legitimate strength. And yes, the schedule gets harder from here. The Cowboys know it, the fans know it, everyone watching knows it. But performances like this one don't happen by accident. They happen when a team responds with urgency, when leaders step up, when new additions embrace the moment, and when the roster refuses to fold. This was a test, and Dallas answered. Now they get to stack on top of it. So, Cowboys Nation, here's the real question. Is this the beginning of the turnaround? Did tonight's performance prove that Dallas can hang with the heavyweights coming up on the schedule? Was this just a spark, or was this the moment the fire finally lit? Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you believe this defense is finally taking shape? Did Quinnen Williams deliver exactly what you hoped for? And is this 33-16 statement win the one that puts Dallas back into the playoff conversation? If you're rocking with Dallas Game Day, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and keep this community rolling. Because if this team keeps playing like this, we're going to have a whole lot more to talk about. The Cowboys handled business tonight. Now let's see where they take it next.